All right, I got a good one for you today, and also a quick one. If you're watching this, you might be a homesteader or just somebody who is dealing with a lot of mud. So your time is important, my time is important. This is going to be a corduroy road in 5 minutes or less. All right, so what is a corduroy road? Basically, a corduroy road is a road made out of logs that run perpendicular to the direction of the road. So basically, you're just laying logs down in the path you want to go in. Now, the advantages of the corduroy road is it's very cheap. So a lot of different ways you can make a road on your property or through trails. The issue is that it can get really expensive if you want to cross large areas, or in this case, and the best reason to use a corduroy road is in a swampy area. So this area here is incredibly swampy. So this goes halfway up my boot, and of course if I walk in it I'm going to get stuck. This is the main trail through our property, so we needed to do something. Now, if we wanted to lay gravel down here, first off, we would block the flow of water. The water's running from one end of our property to the other. The good thing about a corduroy road is it still allows the water to run through, and it is perfect to walk on because the logs don't sink in the mud. This mud is at least a foot deep, maybe two. It stays stable. So you can just walk on through. So it is awesome. Another good thing about the corduroy road is when you encounter things like rocks or other obstructions, you can just put the logs, like it's as easy as dropping logs and walking across them. That's literally all it is at its most basic point. Here, it was an exceptionally bad spot. We just put a pellet down. We can put a pellet down and then continue on. Now, there's a few ways that you can improve on this. So I'm walking along here, and these are relatively stable. Like, they're good because they sunk down into the mud. Now, if you only had a tiniest bit of mud, it might not hold these logs in place. So these logs are stuck because of how much mud we have. This is ridiculous, but look how awesome this is. I don't even sink down. I could walk across here in sneakers, and all I had to do was place some garbage wood down and walk across it. That was it. You can change direction. It can be done absolutely for free. I did this in 2 days, and that was only because I was trying to cut the perfect logs and all that anyway. I was wasting time I didn't need to waste. But, as I was saying, there's ways you can make it a little better. If you found that your boards here were loose and were running, like when you stepped on them, were moving, you can put rails on either side. So you can have rails run down here and of course on the other side. And that's just another long log that runs just like this. You can have it under your logs, and that way it will bump up these supports so they're even higher. So if it was really wet and for some reason these were sinking down, you put your rails underneath and it'll bump the whole thing up just like a bridge. You could put them on top as well. That would be easier to do after the fact. Just put them right across the top, and it will keep them from rolling because it'll just hold everything to place. I didn't find it was even needed. So I just laid down the log, and this is it. This is the corduroy road. This is running over 2 feet of mud, and it allows me to walk in such a way that I could do this in sneakers. So it's easy, it's quick, it's cheap. It is the homesteader's dream way to build a road, in my opinion. So there you have it. Everything you needed to know about a corduroy road. These were traditionally used on logging roads to allow passage through impossible swampy terrain. And that's exactly what I have here. This is impossible and swampy. And of course, they'll last a year or two. Depends on the type of wood you put down. But you can set it back up again in an hour or two. So this is our little corduroy road here. And thanks everybody for watching. And I hope it helps somebody else get through the swampy part of the year.